Hey, Jay Renee. 410, Drayvon. Appreciate you checking in. Joanna Warren, Pipe Shop Boys. Yo, Wiz. It's the Romans back. Glad you have you with us. I see my girl Malaya's in the building. All y'all here, I guess, to see the lady herself. Miss Jada Williams, one of our favorite all-stars from the Hot 100. Appreciate y'all checking in. As we always do, as we start here at Courtside Conversations. What's up, Jamia? Hey, Jamia, I just saw your dad. Side note, I just saw your dad on the trail, Javon. I just saw him on the trail probably about an hour and a half ago. Of course, he was passing by me. I'm kind of new to the trail there, so I was getting some work in, Jamia. Tell him he ain't have to leave me like that. Everybody's excited, Joanna, to see Jada. Good day, good deal. I appreciate people are coming in. Before we get started, like we always do on Courtside Conversations, drop in the comments. All right? I need you to drop in the comments where you're from. I like to know where everybody is from. So do me a favor and let me know where you're from as we get ready for the young lady herself tonight. I'm expecting a good one. I'm expecting a real good one tonight. As you know, most of you may know, Maryland is in the building. What part of Maryland? Of course, Raleigh's here. Charlotte is Redding, California. That's what I'm talking about. Silver Spring, Maryland, and Georgia. What part of Georgia here? We got everybody in the building. We got Jersey in the building. We got Silver Spring, Maryland in the building. We got VA in the building. Georgia, Garner, Raleigh. Oh, man, Redding, California. Of course, Malaya, my girl. I love some Laylo show, the Lay Show. Now, I love some Malaya. She's in the building. We got Birmingham, Alabama. Love Birmingham, one of my favorite spots to go visit. Like to get over there. Charlotte, North Carolina. Albany, Georgia. Ohio is in the building. We're loaded again tonight with people from all over. Scotland is in the building. Let me know where you're from. I know we're all here to see and hear from the young lady herself, Miss Jada Williams, and tonight we have her in the building. We're so glad to have her back. One of our favorite young ladies. She was at, you have any camps near Northern California or Oregon? Not yet, but it's funny you mentioned that. We do have some things in the works with some of my connections over at Oregon University. Some of the Duck staff, we've talked about bringing some things that way, so stay tuned. We're going to try to get our way out there. Naya Jordan, appreciate you checking in, Coach Harvard. Let me know where you're from. I like knowing where you're from. Callie Yates, Autumn Camp, Nyla 2021, where you from? No, we got Birmingham in here. We got W Fluck 22, where you from? VA is in here. Jersey's in here. Pierre 0516, where you from? Silver Spring, Maryland, Redding, California, Raleigh. Layla Janelle, where you from? Let me know where you're from here in the building. 609 Thought Brothers, where you from? Let me know where you're from. We got the girl herself. How many camps in Birmingham or Atlanta? We have a few that we actually have a rep in Birmingham and Atlanta. We got Manitoba, Canada in the building tonight. We got our girl CBG. Jada is here. I am excited to have her in here. She's coming straight out of a workout, and that's what you do when you're a killer like this young lady. Cleveland, Ohio. Detroit, Michigan is in the building. We got Florida in the building. North Carolina, okay. Journey Kiaku, I see you. Garner, that is my young lady over there at Garner that be killing them with the handles. She is in the building. We got my man Juice is in the building. James, we got him in the building. We got Wavy Lee. We're bringing in the one and only Jada Williams tonight. So we're real excited to have her in the building. She's, as you know, one of the, they say Jada is actually the GOAT. And we like to call her the GOAT. She came to us 2017 when she first came to our event. Hey, what's up, Scott? I see you checking in, my brother. Appreciate you checking in. We got the #1 player in ninth grade, Jada Williams, coming in the building tonight. Anaya Jordan, the GOAT, Jada. Yes, she's the GOAT. Hey, we got the Coach Jazz. If you haven't caught up with Coach Jazz yet, on Mondays, you're going to want to do it. You're missing out in top-notch training. She has training. She has fitness. She has nutrition. My girl, the Coach Jazz. The Coach Jazz, check in with her on Mondays right here on the Get Me Recruited Live. She's checking in the building. We're about to bring our girl Jada in here, Jada Williams. I know you're all waiting to see her. We got Redding, California, Albany, Georgia. We got who we have? Silver Spring, Maryland. We got Canada here. We got man, y'all checking in from all over. Birmingham, Alabama. We got Virginia, Maryland. We got so many people in the place to be right now. We're about to bring in my girl, the one and only. Y'all know her as Lil Bullet. I know her as my girl, Jada Williams. Let's bring her in.
What's up?
My girl, Jada, is in the building. What's up, baby girl? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. It's good to see you. It's good to hear from you. You know,
Definitely.
we love watching you from afar and keeping up with you. And everybody knows Lil Bullet across the country. I love it. You've been an inspiration to so many people. And I tell people, it's really a joy when I get to see them so young, like we first saw you. You were just a little sixth grader, doing your thing. But now you're all over social media. You're actually putting in work, and people love watching you play. Again, you're an inspiration to so many people. As they can see, you're in the gym as of right now. You're in the
Yeah.
gym, right? You just got your
Yep.
workout in, right?
Yep.
And that's what goats do. They get work in 24/7. They never stop. Um, Tonight I wanted everybody. They know you as the ball player. They know you as on the floor, but I wanted them to get to know you as an individual. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So tell me, what is home like for you?
As far as like my brothers and sisters.
Yeah. Who you got at the crib?
All right. So I got two sisters that are about to be sophomores in college.
Oh,
They
okay.
used to play sports, but they don't play basketball. And then I got a brother. He's a sophomore, about to be a junior, and he wrestles and plays football. And then I got older siblings that don't live at the house on my dad's
Good.
side of the family. So nobody really hoops in the family, just me.
Just you, and you the baby?
Yep.
You the baby. Get out. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Who would have knew the baby girl is the most popular girl, right?
Yeah.
So question. How old were you when you first picked up a basketball and just realized this is for you?
I mean, I don't really remember life without playing basketball. So I would say like 4 or 5 maybe.
4 or 5?
I mean, there's pictures of me when I was like 2 with a basketball, but I don't really remember that, so that doesn't really count, I guess.
Right. Now, everybody's, kind of going stir crazy with this pandemic and COVID-19. How are you lucky enough to be in the gym? What are you doing?
Well, I'm super blessed to have a trainer that has his own gym, and so
Okay.
we've been really in here, and a lot of people saying like it's not social distancing, but at the same time, like my trainer's like a big brother to me, and so he doesn't really go anywhere, neither do I. And so that's just like somebody going to the outside with their dad. So that's how I would look at it, and that's how my mom looked at it too. So we really been grinding in here, and then just schoolwork really, and then working out outside.
Really? So what is a typical day for you? What time you get up? What you do all day?
It depends. Usually I get up if I know I have a lot of work, I get up at like 8. But other than that, it's 8:30 or 9. Now it usually is like 5, but now it's like 8, 8:39, somewhere around there. I do some homework, and then after that, I just work out, watch movies, and then I usually work out in the gym at about like 6, maybe every day.
Okay. All right, that's good stuff. Now, you're the queen of CBG, right?
Yeah.
This is for those that don't know anything about CBG, and let's just say I see fake accounts out there sometimes trying to be CBG. They not legit. Why don't you tell us who is CBG and how do you become a member or can you become a member?
Well, we added a lot of people like at once because we wanted it to grow, and so we haven't really been adding people because we want more of a sisterhood and not just have the name CBG. And so maybe 2 years ago, me and Sequoia was just thinking because all the boys have like Jelly Fam and Jam Fam, and so when we started thinking about something for girls, Sequoia had CBG on her own, and so we was like, let's use that name. So now we call it CBG Sisterhood, and we have maybe 16 people in there, and
Okay.
it's just like a sisterhood. Really, like we talk every day, we FaceTime all the time, and hoping to get some to see some of it in this circuit, but it's not looking too bright right now.
Right. Hopefully we'll get a little bit in. And you mentioned Sequoia.
She
Sequoia
was
on
at
the
she was a hot 100
she
too.
was a hot 100 girl, and it just makes me smile to see my girl.
That is where I met Sequoia,
Really,
and now we're like close as I don't even know what.
man, you're just giving me chill bumps. That is really what our events are about. It's more than just come that weekend and leave. You really you get some lifelong relationships. You know what I
It's
mean?
definitely more than just basketball because I rolled my ankle in the first game we played, and I couldn't play no more. I played in an All-Star game and stood at one end of the floor, and now I still come out with friends that I met there. Like I met Kerrigan Hill there.
I didn't know that. Okay.
I met who else did I meet there?
Wow.
Rachel. I met Rachel.
Rachel Douglas. Okay.
Yep.
Look, that just you just made my night because that I really love to hear that. Because to see y'all all and y'all all at the top of your game. Like all of y'all are really like real ballers. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
And start out so young. So okay, we watched you play, but what do you feel is the strongest part and the weakest part of your game?
My strongest part, I mean, there's definitely strong parts about like my handles and stuff, but I would say my strong part is definitely my passion. I'm not scared to show my passion because when I was younger, my mom told me that showing my passion would help me. So anything to do to help me, I'll do it. So showing my passion, I started when I was real young. I used to watch Dennis Rodman on the court, not off the floor, on the court.
Right.
He played with a lot of passion, so I guess I really got it from that. And then my mom's really competitive, and so my competitiveness is also one of my strong suits. And then one of my weak suits, I would definitely say, there's a lot of weak in my game. Whether people think it or not, I think so. I say defense is one, speed is one, and leadership. I can always get better with leadership, and so just continue to figure out how to grow my game and just get better every day is really what I focus on.
No, that's good stuff. That's a mature answer for a young lady. What is I guess surprising is you said Dennis Rodman. Like a lot of people don't, until the Last Dance came on last week, didn't really pay Dennis Rodman any attention. So that lets me know that you know a little bit about old school of Mike.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's good stuff. So when you got your headphones on, because I see you warm up with your headphones on, who's getting heavy rotation in your headphones?
I say Rod Wave. He just people be saying he get you in your feels and like sad, but he get me like thinking like I get mad, like not like where I'm about to hit somebody, but like a
Right.
frustration. So I go into the game like thinking like, oh, these people don't like me. They're trying to come at me, so I just come right back at them.
It's funny you mentioned that because that's what I was going to just ask you about. You know, I just had Julian Newman on 2 weeks ago, and I asked him the same thing. With you being so popular on social media at such a young age, how do you deal with being watched and judged and the haters? And, do you ever get tired of being Jada Williams and people get on your nerves? Or how do you deal with that?
When I was younger, I didn't like when it first started blowing up. I didn't really understand why people was telling me I sucked and all that. But like I continued to grind and I just continued to be myself. And as time went on, I lost some good friends that I was really close to. and I was sad. But at the end of the day, God has a plan for me, and if God doesn't have you in my future, then I don't want you in my future either. So I have the good people in my corner. Like my trainer is a big one in my life. He's a big influence on me, and he just wants the best for me, and I know he always has my back. And so just focusing on the good things instead of the bad things is really how I do it.
You know, I always talk about this on my lives, and you just mentioned it yourself when you talk about friends and who you consider friends and so forth. Being popular and getting a lot of attention will bring out the good and the bad in your friends, and then you get to see who really is your friends. So could you, for those kids that are watching, let them understand that everybody that smiles in your face is not your friend?
Yep. It's a lot of people that I thought was my friend. I thought that had my back through everything, and then when stuff started taking off, and they just stopped talking to me or started saying weird things, and I was like, that's like not what a friend's supposed to tell me. And so just be careful who you surround yourself with, because I know you might not do the thing that your friends do, but at the end of the day, people look at it like, oh, she hangs out with her, she's doing the same thing she is. And so just be smart, because there's a lot of people that want you to fail, and there's a lot of people waiting for you to fail and watching for you. That's why I have to be really careful what I post and who the person I am and what I want to put out there, because social media never goes away. So be smart with what you post, be smart who you hang out with, and just take all those things in consideration. Like, I know your parents are always looking out for you. Like, my mom always told me, oh, don't hang out with this person or that person. I didn't believe her. I'm like, that's my friend, Mom. But at
Right.
the end of the day, she was right, because she's been through a lot more things than I have. And so just taking advice and constructive criticism too.
No, that's good. I'm glad to hear that because that's important. In your journey, it's important for you to have that understanding and be mature enough to say, hey, you know what? I didn't listen when you told me then, but now I get it. You know what I mean? Now
Yeah,
I get
it's
it.
hard. It's
It's
hard to
hard.
just stop being friends with somebody you've been friends with since like second grade. It's hard. It's rough. And the only way I got through it was with my family and the people that I know are my closest friends. Like Sequoia, for instance. I know she has
Yeah.
my back through everything.
I love that. I love that. Switching gears a little bit. Um, there's a big disparity between the NBA and the WNBA salaries. What's your take on that? Do you think, what could help change it?
Well, right now I'm trying to use my platform to grow the women's game as well. And overtime's a big one. And then, of course, all the WNBA players and ex-WNBA players. And a lot of people will say, oh, they don't dunk and they don't do this. But at the end of the day, we're still putting in as much work as the guys are. And I know there's some female ballers that could whoop up on some men's ballers just because we don't have the the body that men are born with, and we can't dunk. And there is some girls that can dunk too. There's just a difference between the game. And I personally like watching women's basketball, preferably college and WNBA, just because I can relate to the people and what they go through on a daily. And
Right.
yeah, the NBA has a lot of haters, but at the same time, I feel like WNBA is 2 times worse than that, because they have, how they play, they have social media to go against, and all the other guys that are out there taking shots at us. So if you're a boy on this live, appreciate the women's game too, because we're putting as just as much work as the guys are.
Right, right, right. No, and what's funny, Jada, is probably, I started watching boys in this business about 9 years ago. And I used to say, I'm not watching no girls. I'm not made for girls. It's just not me. Right. And then I end up coaching on Fort Bryant, right? Lady team. And I got an appreciation for it. Now I'd rather watch girls than I would boys. You know what I mean? They play better.
I
Really,
personally think that boys are a little hard headed compared to girls, and
a little.
girls have a lot, like, I would say girls play more as a team than boys do,
That's true.
because we have to rely on them, not rely, but we have to work more together, because we play better that way, because we can't go one-on-one and dunk the ball over somebody.
Right.
So I say we play more as a team, and there's more of a connection in girls basketball and girls sports in general than guys.
It is. It is. And hopefully, I know they, recently passed some stuff that they're going to try to give them more pay, which they should. They've been underpaid for years. You know, recently I read where I think Dan over at ESPN likened your game to Skylar Diggins. Is that who you you would say your game is like, or who would you say your game is most like?
There's some similarities, but I say like with social media and all that, and the likeliness is more like Skylar Diggins. But I would say like my game is more like a Mariah Jefferson.
Really? Why is that?
Passion and speed, and then just how we handle the ball and leadership on the court too.
Mm-hmm. Now I know several times you mentioned your trainer. So he's a big part of your workout and your inspiration and so forth. So I assume because you love him so much that he actually pushes you and don't take it easy on you, right?
There's times when I want to throw the ball at his face, and I know there's times that he want to throw the ball in my face.
Right.
But it's definitely a brother and sister, like a niece and an uncle type relationship on and off the floor. A lot of people wouldn't trust him to take their daughter somewhere, like out of the city or out of the state. But I've known Marcus for 5 years now, I think, and we just continue to get better because there's no way you can have a close, tight bond with somebody you're with every day. And I'm just blessed to have him in my corner. Definitely one of my male role models in my life.
That's good stuff.
Yeah.
I can tell it's working because every time I see you, and I watch from a distance, but every time I see you, I'm going, she's getting better. Earlier this year, we lost the icon. We lost Kobe. It shocked the world. Him and Gianna and the others. And as sad as we all were, you had a personal relationship, right? And it affected you differently. A lot of kids would love to have a relationship like that. So
Hold on. Marcus, shut up. Shut up. Okay, you can continue.
Yeah. So what kind of relationship did you have with Kobe, and how did it affect you?
Kobe was really a big inspiration for me before I even ever talked to him. And so me just watching his game and the love he had for the game, and he was like, I know Michael Jordan was like the greatest of all time, or what anybody says, but in my eyes, I say Kobe is, because just what he had to go through, like living in a different country and not being maybe as big as everybody else, and going through a lot of adversity with media and all that, and just how he looked at the game was way different than anybody else. Like what he gave up and what he sacrificed for the game was huge. Like I don't think I've ever seen anybody do what he did. And so just looking at him is I think it's a blessing for everyone to be able to go on, search up on YouTube Kobe highlights and see just what he did in his interviews, and just he wrote books about basketball, and like I said, just how he looked at the game was way different, way more technical and deeper than a lot of people think about the game. To him, it was way more than a game. It was his life. And that's where I'm trying to get to too. And so when he followed me and DM'd me, like, I was like, whoa.
But wait,
Like,
so that's
it really shocked me. Like, a lot of people didn't notice, but I started crying. And my mom was like, what's wrong? I was like, Mom, Kobe followed me. And it wasn't like a sad cry. It was like a wow, like I'm doing something right. And if I keep doing this, I can go really far. And so we're going out to California on a UCLA visit. And so I'm like, maybe I'll get to meet Kobe. So I DM him. We've been texting about just like sports and life and how social media is becoming huge. And so I texted him. I was like, hey, bro, I would love to meet you. He was like, my schedule's kind of busy. Let me know. So I gave him my mom's number, and I didn't have no idea that him and my mom were texting. Well, not him, but his manager or whatever you call it. And they were texting back and forth. So I get on the plane with Marcus and the other Marcus. There's two Marcuses. He's like my uncle. And so we get on the plane and we're going out there. Short notice, like 4 days. So we pack a backpack. Going out on. So I get off the plane and they're saying we're going to the UCLA campus. So I'm like, all right, cool. I was excited. And so we get out of the car and I see my mom. We met her there. And it was like really fancy. It was an office. And I was like, this don't look like no UCLA. I know UCLA is fancy and pretty, but this don't look like UCLA, right? And so I get off, and they're like, go up to this number room, and they follow me. And so they're like, knock on the door. And I was like, knock on the door? The coach is supposed to meet me out here. So I'm knocking, and she answers, and she has a Kobe shirt on. And I was like, maybe it's just because we in Cali. He was like, just give me a second. So we sit down on the couch, and Marcus always has his camera out. They always recording, doing something, taking pictures, videos, or whatever. And so we start laughing, and I'm like, what are y'all laughing at? Like, can y'all tell me? Like, they've been acting weird this whole time. And so Marcus' mouth drops when he comes out the door, and he's coming around the corner, and I don't have no idea what's going on. He walks around, he's like, what's up, Jada? And I just start crying. Like, this is the person I look up to my whole life, and he's standing in front of me, the GOAT. And so we sat in his office, and he just gave me a tour of his office and just talked about basketball and life. And I took a lot of things away from that. And, I mean, of course, he left me with some shoes and stuff. And so now those are sitting up on my wall with also a jersey he signed. And just now I'm just focusing on carrying his legacy because him and Gigi wanted to grow the women's game. And so the only thing I can do is try to keep the legacy going and do what they wanted. What Gigi's dream was, play the WNBA, and I'm just trying to continue it. And along with Niara O'Neal, Shaq's daughter, we just want to keep it going because we know that they had a lot of big dreams and things they wanted to happen in the women's game, WNBA, college, younger kids, and along with the other girls that were on the helicopter with them. They might have not been the best girls team, and a lot of people talk about that, but they worked hard. They put in a lot of work, and Kobe was doing everything in his power to give them girls what they asked for. He had the week after he passed, me and Marcus went out there to train with him and Gigi, and so I mean we was really close to going out there and seeing him again, and just the talks we had, I really cherished them, and I screenshot the DMs and put them on my wall too, just so I can look at them every day and just remember never to stop grinding because there's no excuse and there's no substitution for working out and working hard. And so that's why I just look at it, and since he can't work out and Gigi can't work out down here with us anymore, I just got to do it. And he always said never stop grinding, so that's why I'm still in here.
Man, that's a great story. I didn't know that's how you met.
Yeah, there's a video on YouTube.
Is it?
If any of y'all want to go look at it, yeah.
Okay. What YouTube? Yours?
It's on the Grindhouse Basketball YouTube.
The
You
Grindhouse.
can just look at like Jada Williams meets Kobe or whatever, it'll pop up.
Okay, I keep forgetting the celebrity. Just put it in there and it'll go. Now you've attended some top camps, even playing. I think with Blue Star and overseas. I think, right? So you've attended even our Hot 100, as we talked about, some major camps. How does going to those camps and playing top competition get you ready for anybody? You know what I mean? Like you don't run from it. You want all the smoke. You know what I mean? So is that your mindset? Like wherever the competition is, I want to be there.
Definitely, because there's no other way to get better. If you're not playing against the best, there's no way you can be the best. And so even playing against older people, I went to a camp in Minnesota, and I was playing against Paige, the number one in 2020. And so playing against her, I was like, wow, like she's really good. And now she blew up too. And then also playing against AZ and Deja Kelly and all those upperclassmen, and just looking how their journey and what they did to get where they are today. McDonald's All-Americans and Jordan Brand Classic members. And so just playing against the best, you got to be the best. I know there's a lot of, even in 2023, there's a whole bunch of good people. And so if I stop grinding, then they're going to pass me. And there's a lot of people, we're all right here. And so if we all keep grinding, we all going to move up together. And so a lot of us are really cool friends. Like, but as soon as we step on the court, we're battling. We step off the court and we cool again. There's no trash talking hard. We're not keeping it. We're not taking it to heart. We just know that we all love this sport so much, and we put a lot of time and effort into this. And so we just go at it, and it's really fun. And if you really love it, you're gonna play against the best people.
That's right. That's right. I always say they want to be ranked, but then they're afraid of the smoke. You can't be afraid of the smoke. You know what I mean?
Nope.
And that's one reason. That's one reason we got you ranked at number one in your class, is because not just where you are, but your work ethic. I think we try to look toward the future according to how hard they work, where they can go according to how hard they work. Now, when this is all said and done, and you made it to the league, and your career is coming to an end, you know, what do you want to accomplish to say, you know what, I did that?
I feel like of course, everyone wants to be a McDonald's All-American and make it to Jordan Brand Classic and accomplish all those things. But at the end of the day, I know that someday the ball's going to go flat and I'm not going to be able to play anymore. I don't know when that's going to be. Hopefully not soon. Knock on wood. But when my basketball career does come to it, quit looking at me, bro. When it comes to it, and I just want to inspire younger kids to just keep working and use my platform to let other people know that you don't have to have social media followers and do all that to be great. All you have to do is have a hoop and a ball and work ethic, really, and just keep grinding, because people gonna doubt you, people gonna wait for you to fail, people gonna want you to fail, people gonna cheer against you, and at the end of the day, you got yourself and you got a couple people in your corner that's gonna keep pushing you and just keep going as far as you can go.
Right. Now, outside of basketball, if you could choose any career in the world, right, outside of basketball, what would it be?
I want to be a sports broadcaster, and so a lot of that comes with connections, and I think I'm going down the right road for that with like Chloe and all them from Overtime, and so I really look up to her a lot because I want to be a sports broadcaster and go into that field of media. And then I also love taking pictures, so a photographer.
Okay, good stuff.
Yeah.
Well, good stuff. Well, tonight, before I let you go, we're going to actually, you said you know a little bit about the game of basketball, right? So we're going to ask you a couple of basketball trivia questions, right? We're gonna give you just a couple of questions, and we're gonna test to see what you now. All right, here we go. James Naismith used what for a basket when he invented basketball? Was it A, closed basket, B, a peach basket, C, a grocery cart, or it's not the lawn? Let's see. What do you think?
B.
B, a peach basket. Okay. All right.
That's light work.
Okay. All right. Here we go. What popular play was once illegal? The crossover, the behind the back dribble, dunking, or complaining to the refs? Oh, here we go. Tick tock. What you got?
I'm gonna say dunking.
Dunking. Let's see what it is. Dunking. Okay.
Let's go.
Yeah. Okay. All right. On to the next one. Which college team holds the record for most consecutive wins? Duke men's, UConn women's, UCLA men's, or St. Charles Community College co-ed squad in St. Louis?
I'm gonna go with UConn women.
Let's see what we got. Oh, okay. All right, UConn women. Okay, here we go. We're going to try this one more time. Let's see what we got here.
All right.
What NBA player scored 100 points on March 2nd, 1962? Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Michael Jordan, Wilt Chamberlain, or Uncle Drew?
I'm going to go with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar or Wilt Chamberlain.
Wilt Chamberlain!
Oh! See, I knew it was one of them. It
had to be one of the old guys, right?
Yeah.
All right, Here we go again. Who was the first WNBA player to dunk in a playoff game? Was it Brittany Griner, Lisa Leslie, Tamika Catchings, or 5'6" Dawn Smith?
Lisa Leslie.
No, it was Brittany Griner.
Dang.
Brittany Griner. All right, hold on. Here we go. Let's see what we got here. What young lady is a 2017 Hot 100 All-Star, now ranked number 1 in 2023 guys? Is it Jada Williams, Sabrina Ionescu, Asia Wilson, or Megan Thee Stallion's baby sister? Hey, it was little baby Jada
That
Williams.
picture is so old.
Little baby Jada Williams. All right, Jada, before I let you go, is there anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Man, I want to shout out to Hot 100 Camp, my guys at Get Me Recruited.
I appreciate
Shout out to all my CBG sisters, and shout out to my family, and shout out to my guy Marcus, everybody that's in my corner, and all my fans and supporters that support me along my way. And yeah, appreciate y'all.
No question. We love you. Keep doing what you're doing. Stay humble. Stay in the gym. And if you need us, we're always here. We appreciate you, Jada.
Appreciate you.
Take care, baby. There you had it. We had the #1 player in the class of 2023, Jada Williams. A great discussion. Stay tuned. Make sure you're here right here on Get Me Recruited Live for the Coach Jazz. That is the Coach Jazz. Monday, she's live right here. If you want to get your workout in, if you want to know how to keep your nutrition, we're going to announce who's going to be here Tuesday this weekend. We appreciate you for being in. Stay tuned for the next episode.